SIP has been one of the most important mode of investment for most of the mutual fund investors in India. And if you as a mutual fund distributor are not exploiting this option, then you are losing a big chunk of business for your mutual fund distribution business. Just look at these numbers and it is going to be an eye opener for you. In the last financial year, that is April-March 2022, the total mobilization through SIP has been 1,24,566 crore. This is all-time high for any financial year. If you look at month-on-month numbers, in March we have crossed more than 12,000 crore monthly SIP book size. So this itself speaks a lot about the benefits as well as the acceptance of SIPs among Indian investors. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how you as a mutual fund distributor can use this tool to build more than 5 crore of AUM in 5 years time period by mobilizing just 20,000 rupees SIP on month for the next 5 years. Then I am also going to give you a structured game plan so that you can achieve this number in a simplest possible way. Hello everyone, I am Shobhit. I am a FinBiz growth expert and founder of FinBiz Growth Club. We are an aspiring community of new age mutual fund distributors who are determined to change how India invests. So first, let's quickly understand why SIP has been so popular in India. And first and most important thing is it is trending. If your colleagues are doing, if your relatives are doing, if your friends are doing, obviously it's create a lot of curiosity, and that's why SIP has been a very popular mode through which Indians are investing in mutual funds. Other thing is it is having a very affordability. Now some of the mutual fund companies are offering SIPs with as low as 100 rupees per month. So the resistance for people to not start any investment journey is taken care of. Then the risk involved in mutual fund investment is reduced through SIP to a large extent as money is distributed over a period of time. And since the contribution from the client comes over a longer period of time, the expectation of clients also comes down, and that helps mutual fund distributors to continue in those investment journey, and that helps Indian investors to continue that investment journey for a longer period of time because they are not every now and then looking for a huge return from those investments. So these all reasons have led to the popularity of SIPs. Now if you are a mutual fund distributor, then grab pen and paper because I am going to give you a real game plan through which if you are able to mobilize only 20,000 rupees per month SIP on a regular basis, you will be able to build more than 5.5 crores of AUM in coming 5 years. So very small effort, but it is going to give you a compounding benefit. So let me share some numbers with you, and then I'm going to share with you strategy through which you will be able to achieve this number. So here goes the calculation. Just look at these numbers. Let's assume that you are able to mobilize 20,000 rupees SIP on a month basis for a year. So at the end of 12 months, your total SIP book size will be 2,40,000. 40,000. Now, once your SIP book size is 2,40,000, in a 12 months time period, the total accumulation which is going to happen will be 30,63,959 rupees. Here we are assuming that the growth of this investment is very reasonable at the rate of 12%. So first year your SIP book size is 2,40,000. Now what is SIP book size? SIP book size is nothing but the total monthly contribution which is going to come under UARN for that period. So in a month, whatever money is being mobilized under UARN through SIPs, it is called SIP book. In the second year, same 2,40,000 will be added because as I told you, every month you need to add only 20,000 rupees per month SIP in your ARN. So next year, the SIP book size become 4,80,000 on that the total accumulation will become 95,59,553 rupees. Now, as your accumulation keep on increasing, in the 5th year, your SIP book size will be 12 lakhs. That is, every month through SIP, the business which you are going to mobilize will be 12 lakhs. And on that, the total accumulation which is going to happen will be 5 crore 40 lakhs roundabout. So as I told you, in 5 years time period, you will be able to mobilize more than 5 crore of AM. And please understand, it is a very, very reasonable number which we are talking about. Only 20,000 rupees SIP in a month. And if you are into this business, you know how easy this number is. I want you guys to start from some numbers. If you have some goal in mind, it is going to help you in putting effort in that direction. And just look at the compounding which is going to play. If you continue this effort for the next 5 years, in next 5 years, at the end of 10 years, your total AUM will become close to 25 crore, my dear friends. And that is the magic number. If you are able to understand and build it up, believe me, you guys are going to reap the benefit. So this is a very achievable number. Since I have worked in this industry for more than a decade, I know if you put little effort, 20,000 rupees SIP in a month is not a big task. So you will say, Shobhit, now I have understood that how I am going to be building my 5 crore plus AM only through SIPs. Now, these numbers look good, but how I am going to achieve this number? How I am going to get 20,000 rupees SIP per month? And for that, I am going to give you a game plan. So the game plan is like this, and let me share that number with you. Now let's assume that you want to mobilize 2,40,000 rupees SIP. And let's assume that the average SIP book size is say 10,000. Now what this means? This means that one client is going to give you SIP and he's going to give you 10,000 rupees SIP. So this is the number which we are talking about. So we are assuming that if you meet any client, on average, he is going to give you 10,000 rupees SIP. So if he is going to give you 10,000 rupees SIP, then how many clients you need in a year? You need only 24 clients so that you can get how much? You can get 2,40,000 rupees SIP book size. So in a year, you want to get 24 clients. Now listen carefully. Here the real game starts. Most of the mutual fund distributors or financial advisors, they look at this business only from those people who is going to give them business. But we often forget that business when we get from our client, it is the effort which we are going to put before that is going to reap the benefit. Now this means what? This means we need to understand, my dear friends, that if we want to have 24 clients who is going to give me 10,000 rupees SIP per month, I need to contact much more people so that I can get 24 paying clients. Now in mutual funds, if we are going to take and assuming that our conversion rate is 10%. Now what this conversion rate is? This conversion rate is if I am going to talk to 100 people, 10 people are going to give me 10,000 rupees SIP. So our aim should be what? Our first agenda should be, if I am going to be assuming that my conversion rate is 10%, then how many people I need to contact? And if you look at this number where we are going to be acquiring 24 clients, then we need to contact 240 people, assuming that from that 10% people are going to be giving me the business. So here our understanding should be, you need to understand that those 24 numbers are only going to come if we are going to be having, or if we are going to contact at least 240 people for mutual fund investments. If you are able to plan in this manner, if you are able to structure your business that you need to contact more and more people, you need to generate more and more leads, and from your leads, the number of paying customers are going to come, you will be fast pacing your successful journey. So these numbers can be tweaked according to your understanding, according to your area, according to your comfort, and those numbers you can work upon. So depending upon what is the average SIP book size you will be able to get from your client, you need to understand how many people need to be your customers, and further how many people you need to contact. I have created a working sheet for you, and I am going to share that working sheet with you so that you are able to work on the number on your own. So this sheet I am going to leave in the description. I want you guys to go through according to your number which you are comfortable, according to your understanding how well you will be able to execute this plan. So let me show you the sheet. So this is the sheet. If you look at this, all things can be worked upon. Suppose you want to change the SIP number, that also you can do. If you want to change the return rate, that also you will be able to do. The most important thing which you need to understand, my dear friends, is the number of leads which you are going to be looking at. So if you think that the conversion number should be 7%, then you should be changing this to 7%, and then accordingly you know how many people you need to contact so that you will be able to get how many? You will be able to get 24 clients. Same way you can change the average SIP book size. If you think 10,000 per client SIP I will not be able to get, I will be able to get 5,000 rupees SIP, then accordingly the numbers will be changed. Now you will be needing 48 clients who will be able to give you 5,000 rupees SIP per month. And if you look at 7% conversion rate or 5% conversion rate, accordingly you know how many people you need to contact. So please understand, always you need to be keeping in mind that the customers are going to come from the lead and not other way around. So the more people you are going to contact, the more chances are that you are going to get paid customer. So please keep this aspect in mind, and if you are able to understand this, I have given you a game plan, I have given you understanding. Now it is up to you that how you are going to execute it. In case you love the content, I would love you guys to hit the subscribe button so that whenever we have something new, you will be the first one to know. Thank you very much for joining in. I'm going to see you next time.